So she does her thing, but she did throw Papa under the bus a little bit. Kind of felt bad for Papa. What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Shy Talk. We're going to be talking about season 5, episode 4. This is the recap. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so this episode is pretty chill, to be honest. I would say that it's probably a setup for a bigger episode, but pretty much the episode is going to start out with everyone kind of just getting their day started. Maisha starts out, just talking to herself, pepping herself up for the day. Your girl Lana, of course, is still going through it because, of course, her brother is about to go to prison for a very long time. She doesn't know if she's ever going to be able to see him again, not to mention where is she going to live, what's going to happen to her next, because he was her guardian. Now, your girl Kesha, of course, is navigating the ups and downs of being a mom. I mean, she doesn't live at home anymore, so it's not like she can just give the baby to Nina Adrea while she tries to do her work. She actually has to figure this out. Now, your girl Rosalind, of course, has popped back up. We learned on last week that Duda says that she wants to be a part of Rock. Now, why she wants to be a part of Rock, I do not know, but we do know that Rosalind always has an agenda. So we shall see what this agenda is going to be. Now, your girl Lana has been avoiding Kevin. He's knocking on the door and she's just not letting him in. She just doesn't want to talk to anyone. And specifically, I think Kevin, just because I think that, she got her hopes all up, thinking that she was going to be able to see her brother when he was trying to surprise her on Christmas. And instead, she got some really bad news. And although this wasn't Kevin's fault, it's still, in a way, she just wants to be alone. Now, your girl Kesha is trying to get this schoolwork done, but baby Ronnie is not trying to make it easy. Now, your girl Rosalind is definitely sneaking out of the house of Tierra right now. Now, y'all, like I said, Rosalind always has an agenda. So the fact that she's sleeping with Tierra, the person that's helping Trig and pretending to be his girl, is definitely going to be something to revisit later. Now, y'all, meanwhile, your boy Darnell and Jada have definitely taken it to another level. Now, it looks like they are going to be getting back together. Looks like Jada has made her choice and she chose to be with Darnell. Now, in this scene, they are actually having a conversation just about, what her expectations are. Now, she is telling him that he's going to have to step his game up. He's going to have to treat her like the queen that she is. He's going to have to take her out. He's going to have to take her out on a date, and he's going to have to actually do some work. It's not just going to be easy coasting just because, they've had this long history together. Meanwhile, your girl Kesha has moved on to trying to actually write the psychology paper now, but little man just isn't going to make this an easy thing for her. Now, your girl Peaches has decided that she's going to take the next step and she's going to do what's right for her family. She wants to get all the way right for them. She wants to be clean. She wants to be this mom that they deserve. And so she's trying to take the steps to do so by moving into Trinity House. Now, Trinity House is the house that was founded by Imani and Trig when they got rid of the trap house, and then they kept the house and the girl and everybody fixed the house up so it could be a safe haven for women. So this is where she's going to be staying, and she's just explaining to her son that she wants to try to do better. She wants to do right by him, and she wants to be the mom that they deserve. Now, meanwhile, your girl Maisha and Jemma are taking their tests for college. However, you can tell that Jemma is just not interested in it. I mean, she's already basically said it, that she just doesn't know if that's the dream anymore. That's more of her father's dream, not necessarily her dream. So she's kind of just going to ditch this test and just say, forget it. She's just not going to take it at all. Now, meanwhile, your girl Tierra has showed up at Trinity House because Rosalind suggested that she come and look at it. And then she suggests that maybe more people need to know about it. Of course, her job is to make sure that Trig gets elected. So everything for her is about content and about putting them out there so that people can see Trig or Victor rather, my bad. so they can see Victor, and so that he can be a better candidate overall by showing the things that he's into, even the things that, that they want to keep I wouldn't necessarily say a secret, but it's something not necessary for them to share because they're doing it out, from kindness, and it's not something that they want to brag about, but she feels that it's definitely something that could help with the campaign. And so of course Tracy is going to agree that if they could get more eyes on Trinity, then that's even better if it's going to help. Okay, y'all, so your girl Maisha and Jemma are going to have a heart-to-heart. And Jemma is just basically like, I don't know if I want to do this college thing. And she's asking Maisha, and she's questioning Maisha about college. Like, is that something that you really want to do? Why are you doing it? Do you think that college is really going to change anything in your life? What is it that you want to do? And Maisha says that if she could do anything, she would want to rap. And then Jemma gets her to basically say, hey, you're going to make a rap this week, because she hadn't been doing it because she just didn't like the way people were coming for her in the comments. But Jemma's like, nah, you gonna do that. Now, meanwhile, Kevin and Lana have been forced to run into each other because they came out of the room at the same time. It's a very, very awkward. And Kevin goes on to try to apologize to her. And he tells her about his experience with thinking that he was going to lose his sister for forever. But of course, right now, she's just not trying to hear that. And she feels like, hey, you got your sister. I'm probably not going to ever see my brother again. So meanwhile, your boy Trig and Shad are out trying to campaign, and they're just getting doors slammed in their face left and right. But I will point this out. Your boy Shad is starting to look much, much better. Now that he got him a woman, Shad is looking so much better. Now, meanwhile, the people from the, the child services people or whoever they are, I don't know their exact name, but they have come to visit to let Lana know that since her guardian can no longer take care of her, that they're going to have to make steps, and either she's going to have to go stay with family or she's going to have to be placed in a home. And this is where Kevin is like, no, we need to, can she stay here? And Drea is kind of on the same thing, and they just need to get Nina on board with it, allowing her to stay there, because they can become temporary foster parents, and this way Lana can stay with them and they can definitely ensure that she does have a future, because we don't know what's going to happen to this young lady if she has to go out and be in a home. So now your girl Jemma and Maisha have decided to come to everybody's favorite place to eat at this point. Like, I believe every single episode, I think we see Smokies in here some sort of way, or you see, somebody's catering Smokies, somebody's ed Smokies, like Smokies every single time. So I think what's important about this scene is that Papa actually knows Maisha's order, and he gets her order to the T, and Gemma's there trying to order all bougie, like, I guess, but no, she's just like, I'm not doing dairy right now. So, I mean, there's really nothing that she can eat at Smokies that's not going to have dairy in it. But, I don't know. I feel like Papa may be missing Maisha a little bit, y'all. Now, Trig and Shad are actually having a heart-to-heart, and Shad is just, telling him about, having a good woman in your life. And Trig is telling him that he thinks this whole thing is working, this thing with Tierra, and that, women are liking him, that Black women are liking him, especially, like, he's getting all these different followers, he's getting all these different likes because of it. But at the end of the day, it's kind of built on a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the optics of it and the way that they want it to look. But if Trig is going to be a man of the people, I feel like it shouldn't be built on a lie. But that is for a whole nother video. But they're just sitting there talking about that, and Trig is just kind of all in on this whole thing. He was kind of against it at first, but now that he's seen the power of it and how it's working, he definitely is all in. Now, your boy Darnell has decided to step his game up. He like, you know what? I heard you, Jada. I want to step my game up. So he goes out to find Jada a nice outfit, and he's going to take her out to a nice dinner. So meanwhile, Nina and Drea, of course, are trying to talk this out because Drea's already made up her mind, but basically it's just all about trying to get Nina on board with this whole situation with Lana and just letting her know that, you know, we have an opportunity here to do something good for her so that she can have a future. So I think she's going to end up saying yeah, and I think this is all going to end up working out. Now, of course, Kevin and Lana are upstairs and they're kind of just patiently waiting on what this answer is going to be. And, you know, these two, they always sneaking out somewhere. So, of course, they're going to try to sneak out the house and go to Rock, who's having some sort of event. I think they say they're going to go volunteer or something. Nina and Drea, of course, are going to be late to the party when they try to go upstairs and talk to Lana to ask her what she wants. And they're already gone. So Drea's just like, hey, be back home at a certain time. So I don't know, just the dynamics of them and the whole parenting thing. And now, you know, gonna have two teenagers again, because now they've already Keisha's already out of the house, you know, and she's adultish. Well, she's adult because she got a baby now, but now they're gonna have Lana, so they are basically gonna have these two teenagers. Whew. Trig is hosting his first town meeting and he's doing really good. Now we're going to meet a new character as well, and we'll talk about her a little bit later. Now your girl Maisha and Jemma are at Rock, and Jemma's like, you know what, you gonna rap. So she puts her on the list to go ahead and rap for the charity event. And Maisha's gonna rock the house, you know what I'm saying? She definitely has bars. So she does her thing, but she did throw Papa under the bus a little bit. Kind of felt bad for Papa a smidgen. But, you know, Papa was a soldier. He was like, you know, I'm going to clap anyway, even though I really don't want to, because I feel like she just threw a lot of shade. But, you know, Papa done his thing, so he can't do nothing but take it. Now, meanwhile, EJ and Emmett and baby Ronnie and Kesha are all making a fort. And this is just really starting to look like something that is the beginning of this growth with them and something that could really become something. They both get along with each other's children really, really well. Now, y'all, Rosalind has showed up to work at Rock. Now, of course, Tracy is going to hit her with her, you know, her threats. Look, if you do such and such, if you do this, if you do anything to mess up Rock, you know, I'm going to do this. And I think she threatened to kill her. But then that's when Rosalind, you know, shows us who she is, because she's like, look, I know everything. I know that you had Ronnie go and kill the person who killed your son, but he ended up killing the wrong person, and now you feel guilty about it. So yeah, I mean, Rosalind kind of hit her hard with that one, and all she could do was just walk away. Okay, y'all. So meanwhile, your boy Trig is being asked the tough questions by this young lady who also happens to be the reporter who broke the story about who the people wanted to see run for councilman. Now, we instantly see that Trig is attracted to her. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Trig, because Trig definitely deserves to have a love interest, and he deserves to find somebody that he can love wholeheartedly. And I'm here for him finding a new love interest. The problem is that he's already signed this contract, these NDAs, and he and Tiara are out here acting like a real couple. I don't know if this is going to hurt his campaign or not, but you know, that's something for a whole nother video, y'all. So moving on, your boy Darnell has stepped his game up completely, and he and Jada are going to be going out on the town. Meanwhile, your girl Jemma has just found out that she's pregnant. Now, I don't know what this means for her and Jake or what they're going to do, but they definitely have a lot of decisions to make. Now, Emmett and Kesha, of course, are so darn cute together. I just love this couple together. I just don't want it to be on no mess stuff. I really want them to do this in the right way so that it's just not messy. But you're going to see Emmett kissing her on the forehead after she falls asleep, you know, after they've built a fort and all this good stuff. And they just had some good blended family time. Now, Shad notices what we all noticed, that Trig was highly attracted to this lady, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, you could really do this. You could really, really be the next councilman. Like, this is serious, but you can't mess it up. Look, there are people out here that are gay, that are transgender. People are more accepting now. And Trig is just basically like, I don't want to rock the boat. You know what I'm saying? So, Shad is just pretty much telling him to be yourself. I think these people will rock with you no matter what. But Trig feels like it's better for him to just continue on the path that he's continued on. But the problem is that will he actually do that? Because right after that, he steps to her and asks for her number on the cool so they can finish up the conversation. But something tells me that this is not going to be where this ends. Now, y'all, Jada and Darnell are just having a good time. Now, I really like this couple together just because it's nice to see them not actually hate each other so much. And they've both grown so much. Who's to say that this isn't, their people? Like, they're not, this isn't who they're supposed to be with. I mean, it happens all the time. People find each other late in life and they try it again. And this could really work for them. So I'm low-key kind of happy for them. Now, y'all, your boy Emmett gets a call from Tiff, and it's probably the most awkward situation because Kesha is also up, and, Tiff just knows Emmett so well, and she's like, oh, you fell asleep on the sofa again? And he kind of snaps a little bit, but she just wants to talk to EJ before he goes off to school. But, of course, Emmett doesn't say anything about Kesha being there. Now, Kesha's going to ask Emmett, she's going to be like, why you didn't tell her I was here? Like, you feeling guilty? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. And Emmett is just like, well, I didn't think I really had to say anything. And then immediately after that, it's like Tiff is going to call Kesha. So this is just my opinion on this. I think that they just need to go ahead and just get it out the way. Like, they just all need to sit down together. Now, of course, Emmett and Kesha need to figure out what this is. Like, if this is going to be a real thing, they just need to sit down together, put their cards on the table. Either Tiff is going to be cool with it and her and Kesha are going to continue to be friends and build this relationship that they have, or they're not. I think her and Emmett will be fine no matter what because they're going to have to co-parent, and I think they do well with the co-parenting. But I'm more so concerned about will her and Kesha be able to move forward as friends. I would hope so, but we shall see. Let me know what y'all think. Now, the shy ends with Jemma telling Jake, hey, we have to talk. Now, at this point, the audience already knows that Jemma's pregnant, but Jake has no clue of what's about to happen. So I think it's really interesting that they brought into the show A Teen Pregnancy. I think this is the second show that's actually brought in a teen pregnancy, especially with everything that's happening in the world right now with pregnancy and things like that. So you can always count on the shy to bring things to the forefront, to always talk about social issues, to always bring you with the real. So I think this is going to be an interesting storyline to watch. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of The Shy. What do you think Jemma's going to do in regards to the pregnancy? If you've seen the trailer, then you already know she definitely is on this. It's my body and it's going to be my decision. I care what you think, but ultimately it's going to be my choice. So what choice do you think she's going to make? And if Emmett and Kesha are going to be together, do you think they should go ahead and tell Tiff and just get it out the way and let it be what it is, but it not be on some mess stuff? So anyway, guys, until next time, peace.